Hello and good day to you. Here is one of the games that I'm working on. It's Crafters Empire. The section is known as Patchwork Designer Inventory. Here you have different shapes, but I've not properly arranged them. They have to be under with a slider so that you can select them and you have names. I'm just still in the first phase of working. I've already programmed a script to make sure that they click and arrange, so you can see it now that it's playing and I can arrange them well. All the player need to do is select a shape and try and fill the design a patchwork that they can go ahead and create it. The player also have the opportunity to see the names of them, but I have not programmed that part where the names appear because they are not going to be as messy as these on the work surface. This one I'm just trying to put the idea out and see if it works well. And this is just as I promised. I said that I'll be putting from time to time. I'll put up some things I'm working on, judge the process, and you'll be able to see some of the process I take in creating this game, Crafters Empire. There's a designer section, the creative builder section, or the designer section of it. So this one is as I said earlier, is Patchwork Designer Inventory. They have different shapes, and if you notice, I've not put circles now. You have some semicircles and some cutout circles, some donut shape and others, so that you can create whatever is in. And I hope to make it's a game. It's a game, so you can play it on your mobile and you'll be able to play it on your PC. So I'm still working on it, and as we progress, I'll let you know the next phase. You also notice that we have most of the shapes already in there. We have some shapes, but I still have to add more. Since this is just a prototype, I'll just put a little of the shape in there. Just trying to see if it works, and the idea it works very well. So that's good. Now I can progress with putting their names to them, to the tag, so that as you drag the element or the shape, you know the shape you are using, and if you have a die that matches that, you know that yes, that's particular, you can make it. The good thing about this is that since it's a game, you can play it online. You can play, but you will need to play it online from your browser. You have to play it. Then you can play it on your mobile anywhere you are, as far as you are connected to the internet. We'll see if we can play it. If I'm able to do it, hopefully we'll be able to do it so that you can play it offline without internet. So that you just download, you'll be able to play it offline without internet. And secondly, you'll notice that the shape, you can rotate it. There are other things that are in this shapes that I will not. Okay, let me just give you a hint of some. If you notice, you're able to rotate the shape to suit your purpose. Even if although you still have the alternate opposite shapes, I made sure I included those ones too. But if you want to rotate the shape, you have the option of rotation there. One other thing I'm going to put, which I'll show you, as I said earlier, if you are following up on this Crafters Empire game I'm working on, you have a paint by number section, and also this game, this has a paint by number. This particular Patchwork Designer Inventory has a paint by number where you can paint each shape to the color you desire, so that after you drag it, but after you drag the elements on the surface, which they are going to have this their main colors, you can now colorize it to the exact color you want, so that you can use your own color palette, and you can create you can use your own color palette to create an element even after dragging them. I'm leaving them like so with this. I'm leaving them in the colors I designed them with first, so that as you place them on the work surface, you know the shape you took. And when in case you miss it out, when you look into the slider inventory, that's the scroll rect part of it, where you scroll around, be selecting elements from one to the other and with their names attached to it, so that you know what you are dragging to the work surface. With that, you'll be able to determine that, okay, this is the shape this is even if you don't want to read, you have it in the color. Then by the time you go to the color palette, select color palette, you can colorize this to whatever colors you want. So in the next video, I'm going to show you a paint by number one, where I have done the coloring, and you can, that one is called it's still a builder, like this patchwork designer inventory. You can color it, you can rotate the element, you can build whatever you want. So I will show you that one in the next time we put up another video on it. And we have so this so far this is what I have done on this patchwork designer inventory. I think the next time I'll be showing you, it might be a complete version of this one, but this just I'm just working on it, just trying to see if is this idea, is it going to work? Because it's for my research, it's my research project, and I'm asking myself, is it going to work? Is it going to work? It has to work, it has to match, because I'm trying to prove something. I'm researching on something, I'm going to prove it, that, oh, this thing works, this thing works. So is it working? Now I'm happy that okay, yes, it worked the way I want it to be, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And just as promised, just to show you a hint of what I'm doing. Putting ideas to work is one other thing in gaming. You have to try, you have to work on the ideas and see if is this going to really come up. And sometimes you get stuck and everything, and you have to just struggle. Okay, you can see now that I'm trying to rotate it and everything, and sometimes you can just rotate any element you see. Is sometimes it just goes and rotate then to make it straight. So I didn't make it that it's going to rotate only on that it should rotate every time it's clicked on to be rotated. It should be on 45 degree. I made it that it can rotate to any degree you desire it to be. That is what I did. And I don't know if I'm going to change that. I'm contemplating on that, because but the good thing is that if you rotate it and you done this, you can drag another element, the same element, you can drag it from the scroll rect that will be at the bottom with all the shaping. You just drag it and you have it as a main element before you start rotating, so that you don't destroy your patchwork that you are designing. I can and the good thing with this patchwork creator is that even if you want to make shapes that you can use for quilts and even card making, or you want to make patchwork knitwears, so you can design the shape, design and say, is this patchwork, do I really like this patchwork, what kind of shapes, geometric shapes I want to use. There are different geometric shape, and as we go forth, we'll see what we can build with it and we can come up with it. So this one, I'm really delighted that it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. So I just okay, I'm going to update it as because I still have to put, as it's my research project, I still have to put the elements out and say, okay, this is put my process out to back up my, then that's this is where I stopped, this is where I started, and this is how the troubles I had on along the way, and so that will help me when I'm documenting it, when I start writing it, that oh, this is this and when they read it, they'll know that yes, this is true, she did it, she did it, and I have videos to back it that I did, the documentation and everything. So it's good. I'm so happy that I'm learning how to program games, and I'm so excited. It's really, really, and I have a lot of games, too many ideas that I think I'm asking for desiring more time. And so it's all it's fun to make, and I want to say thank you for taking a little bit of your time, and for you following up to see what I can, the process I'm going to use for the research. And as promised, the next one we're going to do paint by number coloring, where we will build let me say a flower. We'll build a flower first. Okay, until then, thank you, and let me get back to my coding. Bye for now.